Picture this. Right now, as you're watching this video, there might be a civilization so advanced that they've already consumed the energy of an entire galaxy. They've turned every star, every planet, every black hole into components of an unimaginably vast machine, and the most terrifying part, they might be watching us right now, deciding whether humanity deserves to exist. This isn't science fiction. This is what keeps some of the world's most brilliant scientists awake at night. Today we're diving into the most advanced type of civilization that could theoretically exist in our universe, and why their very existence represents an existential threat that makes even Stephen Hawking's warnings about alien contact seem optimistic. The Galactic Harvesters Type 3 civilizations. To understand what we're dealing with, we need to talk about the Kardashev scale. Proposed by Soviet astronomer Nikolai Kardashev in 1964, this scale measures civilizations based on their energy consumption. We humans, we're not even a Type 1 civilization yet. We're still struggling to harness all the energy available on our single planet. But imagine a Type 3 civilization. These beings have transcended every limitation we can conceive of. They don't just use the energy from their home star. They've captured and harnessed the power output of their entire galaxy. Every single star, every supermassive black hole, every cosmic phenomenon within hundreds of billions of light years has been converted into their personal power grid. The numbers are staggering. Our entire galaxy, the Milky Way, produces roughly 5x10 circumflex 36 watts of energy. That's a number so large it's almost meaningless to human comprehension. To put it in perspective, if you could somehow convert the mass of our entire planet Earth into pure energy, it would power a Type 3 civilization for less than a second. But here's where it gets truly terrifying. According to the calculations, a Type 3 civilization should be easily detectable. The sheer amount of energy they'd be manipulating would create observable signatures across intergalactic distances. We should see the infrared glow of their Dyson spheres, the gravitational anomalies of their megastructures, the electromagnetic signatures of their galaxy-spanning networks. Yet, when we look out into the cosmos, scanning billions of galaxies with our most powerful telescopes, we see nothing. No clear signs of Type 3 civilizations anywhere. This absence isn't just puzzling, it's deeply unsettling, because it suggests one of several equally disturbing possibilities. The first possibility is perhaps the most chilling, and it comes from a concept that has gained serious attention in scientific circles, the dark forest hypothesis. Named after Liu Cixin's science fiction novel, this theory suggests that the universe is like a dark forest filled with armed hunters, where any civilization that reveals its location is immediately destroyed. The logic is coldly rational. In a universe filled with countless civilizations, survival becomes the ultimate priority. Resources are finite, even on a galactic scale. Any civilization that announces its presence through radio signals, visible megastructures, or any other detectable activity becomes a potential threat to every other civilization's survival. The dark forest hypothesis rests on three fundamental axioms of what Liu Cixin calls cosmic sociology. First, that civilizations are distributed throughout the universe in vast numbers. Second, that survival is the primary need of any civilization. And third, that civilizations continuously expand over time, but the total matter in the universe remains constant. Add to this two critical factors: the chain of suspicion and technological explosion. The chain of suspicion means that no civilization can ever truly know the intentions of another. Even if they claim to be peaceful, how can you be certain? And technological explosion refers to the fact that a civilization's capabilities can advance exponentially in relatively short periods. A species that seems primitive today might develop galaxy-destroying weapons tomorrow. The conclusion is terrifying in its simplicity. Any rational civilization will choose to destroy potential competitors before they become threats. The universe becomes a cosmic game of hide and seek where the penalty for being found is extinction. This might explain why we don't see Type 3 civilizations openly displaying their power. They've learned to be invisible, to consume their galaxy's energy in ways that don't create detectable signatures. They've become cosmic vampires, feeding on the universe while remaining hidden in the shadows. But here's what makes this truly unsettling. We might have already glimpsed evidence of these advanced civilizations, and the implications are terrifying. Take Tabby's star, officially known as KIC 8462852. In 2015, astronomers noticed something unprecedented. This star was dimming in completely irregular patterns, sometimes by as much as 22%. No known natural phenomenon could explain these observations. The dimming wasn't periodic like a planet passing in front of the star. It wasn't gradual like stellar evolution. It was chaotic, unpredictable, and massive. For a brief, terrifying moment, the scientific community seriously considered the possibility that we were observing alien megastructures, perhaps a partially constructed Dyson sphere or swarm of energy-collecting satellites. The idea that an advanced civilization might be in the process of dismantling their star system for energy sent shockwaves through the astronomical community. While subsequent observations suggested the dimming was caused by dust clouds, the fact that serious scientists entertained the megastructure hypothesis reveals just how plausible such scenarios have become. We're actively looking for signs of civilizations that might be reshaping entire star systems, and we're finding candidates. Then there's Oumuamua, the first confirmed interstellar object to visit our solar system. This cigar-shaped visitor, roughly 650 feet long, exhibited behavior that defied conventional explanation. It accelerated as it left our solar system in a way that couldn't be explained by gravitational forces or typical comet outgassing. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb made headlines by suggesting that Oumuamua might be an alien probe, perhaps a light sail or reconnaissance device sent by an advanced civilization. While most scientists favor natural explanations, the fact that a respected physicist at one of the world's most prestigious institutions seriously proposed an artificial origin speaks to how seriously we must consider these possibilities. The famous WOW signal, detected in 1977, remains one of the most compelling pieces of evidence for potential alien intelligence. This powerful narrowband radio transmission lasted exactly 72 seconds and came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Despite decades of searching, it has never been detected again. Recent theories suggest it might have been caused by a hydrogen cloud energized by a magnetic star, but the mystery endures. What's truly unsettling about these cases isn't that they might be evidence of alien technology, it's that they represent the tip of the iceberg. If advanced civilizations are out there, these brief glimpses might be the only traces we'll ever detect before they notice us noticing them. The late Stephen Hawking, one of the most brilliant minds in modern physics, issued stark warnings about the dangers of contacting advanced alien civilizations. His concerns weren't based on science fiction fantasies, but on cold, hard historical precedent and logical analysis. Hawking pointed out that whenever a more advanced civilization has encountered a less advanced one in human history, the results have been catastrophic for the less advanced society. The arrival of Europeans in the Americas didn't end well for indigenous populations. The technological gap between us and a Type 3 civilization would be infinitely larger than the gap between 16th century Europeans and Native Americans. If aliens visit us, Hawking warned, the outcome would be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. But this analogy actually understates the danger. Columbus and his contemporaries were still recognizably human, operating with human motivations and limitations. A Type 3 civilization might be so far beyond us that we're no more significant to them than bacteria are to us. Consider the implications of their technological capabilities. A civilization that can harness the energy of an entire galaxy has essentially unlimited power from our perspective. They could manipulate space-time itself, create and destroy matter at will, and potentially control fundamental forces of physics that we don't even understand yet. They might not even need to physically travel to our location to eliminate us. A sufficiently advanced civilization could potentially manipulate our sun from thousands of light years away, trigger supernovae in nearby star systems, or deploy self-replicating machines that could sterilize entire regions of the galaxy. The most chilling aspect of Hawking's warning is that such a civilization might not even view us as a threat worth considering. We might simply be in the way of their expansion plans, like an anthill in the path of a highway construction project. The ants aren't consulted about the highway, they're simply removed. This brings us to perhaps the most terrifying possibility of all: the Great Filter Hypothesis. This concept, introduced by economist Robin Hanson, suggests that there's some evolutionary step or challenge that prevents life from advancing to become a spacefaring civilization. The filter could be behind us, meaning we're incredibly lucky to have made it this far, or it could be ahead of us. If the great filter is behind us, then we might be alone in the universe, or at least extremely rare. This would explain why we don't see evidence of Type 3 civilizations. They simply don't exist because life almost never makes it past certain crucial evolutionary hurdles. But if the great filter is ahead of us, then we're facing an almost certain extinction event. Perhaps every civilization that reaches our level of technological development inevitably destroys itself through nuclear war, environmental collapse, or the creation of hostile artificial intelligence. Maybe the transition to Type 1 status is where civilizations typically fail. Recent research has suggested that artificial intelligence might itself be the great filter. As civilizations develop AI, they face an existential risk, create an intelligence that surpasses their own and potentially views them as obsolete. This could explain why we don't see advanced civilization. They all create AI that either destroys them or replaces them entirely. The implications are staggering. If AI is the great filter, then every civilization in the universe faces the same choice: remain primitive and survive, or advance technologically and face extinction. Those that choose advancement either die out or become something so alien that we wouldn't recognize them as the original species. This might mean that Type 3 civilizations do exist, but they're no longer biological. They're vast artificial intelligences that have consumed their creators and now operate according to logic systems we can't comprehend. They might view biological life as we view viruses, something to be eliminated or controlled. Here's where the scenario becomes truly nightmarish. If Type 3 civilizations exist and follow dark forest logic, they've likely created a cosmic surveillance network that monitors the entire galaxy for signs of emerging intelligence. Every radio signal we've ever broadcast, every satellite we've launched, every nuclear test we've conducted has potentially been detected and catalogued. We've been broadcasting our location and technological capabilities to the cosmos for over a century. Our radio and television signals have created an expanding sphere of electromagnetic radiation that now extends more than 100 light-years from Earth. Any sufficiently advanced civilization within that sphere knows we exist. But it gets worse. A Type 3 civilization wouldn't just be passively monitoring, they'd be actively managing the galaxy. They might maintain automated systems that track every potentially intelligent species, waiting for them to reach certain technological thresholds before taking action. Think about it, if you were managing a galaxy and wanted to prevent any species from becoming a threat, you wouldn't wait until they developed interstellar travel. You'd eliminate them the moment they demonstrated the potential for rapid technological advancement. Nuclear weapons, space travel, artificial intelligence, any of these milestones might trigger an automated response. We might already be on a cosmic hit list, with our execution date determined by algorithms we can't comprehend, operated by intelligences that view our entire species as a minor administrative task. The most terrifying aspect of this scenario is that we'd never see it coming. A Type 3 civilization could eliminate us using methods so advanced that we wouldn't even recognize them as attacks. They could manipulate our sun's output, redirect asteroids, or deploy nanotechnology that operates below our detection threshold. So where does this leave us? We're potentially sharing a universe with civilizations so advanced that they might as well be gods from our perspective. They have the power to create and destroy on scales we can barely imagine, and we have no way of knowing their intentions, or even detecting their presence if they choose to remain hidden. The optimistic interpretation is that such civilizations, having survived long enough to reach Type 3 status, have evolved beyond the need for violence and expansion. Perhaps they've transcended physical existence entirely, becoming beings of pure energy or information who have no interest in material resources or territorial expansion. But the pessimistic interpretation is far more likely from a purely logical standpoint. Any civilization that has survived long enough to harness galactic energy has probably done so by being ruthlessly efficient at eliminating potential threats. They've won the cosmic game of survival by being the most successful predators in the universe. This creates a paradox that keeps scientists awake at night. The very act of searching for advanced civilizations might be the thing that dooms us. Every SETI signal we broadcast, every attempt to make contact, every sign of our growing technological sophistication might be bringing us closer to the attention of cosmic predators who have been waiting for us to reveal ourselves, yet we can't stop searching. The drive to explore, to seek out other intelligence, to understand our place in the cosmos is fundamental to human nature. We're compelled to keep looking up at the stars, even knowing that something might be looking back. This brings us to the ultimate question that haunts modern astronomy. In a universe that should be teeming with life, why do we find ourselves apparently alone? The answer might be that we're not alone at all. We might be living in a carefully managed cosmic preserve, monitored by intelligences so advanced that we can't even detect their presence. Or perhaps we're witnessing the aftermath of a galactic war that ended millions of years ago, with the victors now maintaining a sterile cosmos to prevent any new threats from emerging. The silence we hear when we listen to the stars might not be emptiness. It might be the sound of a universe under control. The most advanced civilization that scares scientists isn't just a theoretical possibility. It might be a present reality operating on scales and timelines that make our entire species' existence seem like a brief flicker. They might be watching us right now, waiting to see if we'll prove ourselves worthy of survival, or if we'll join the countless other species that have been quietly removed from the cosmic equation. As we stand on the threshold of becoming a Type 1 civilization ourselves, we face a choice that every intelligent species in the universe has probably faced. Remain hidden and hope to survive unnoticed, or announce our presence and risk everything on the hope that the universe is more benevolent than the evidence suggests. The clock is ticking, and somewhere in the vast darkness between the stars, something might already be deciding our fate. As we stand at this cosmic crossroads, we face a decision that will determine not just our future, but potentially our very survival. Do we continue broadcasting our presence to the cosmos, hoping that any advanced civilizations we encounter will be benevolent? Or do we go dark, implementing a policy of cosmic silence in the hope that we can develop our technology in secret until we're powerful enough to defend ourselves? Some scientists argue for active messaging to extraterrestrial intelligence, believing that any civilization advanced enough to receive our signals would also be wise enough to be peaceful. They point out that a species capable of surviving long enough to become a Type 3 civilization must have overcome their destructive impulses, or they would have destroyed themselves long before reaching such heights. But others, following Hawking's lead, advocate for extreme caution. They argue that we should assume the worst-case scenario and act accordingly. This means minimizing our electromagnetic footprint, avoiding active transmission projects, and focusing on passive observation until we better understand what's out there. The irony is that this debate itself might be meaningless. If Type 3 civilizations exist and operate according to dark forest principles, they've likely already detected us. Our radio signals have been propagating through space for over a century, and any sufficiently advanced monitoring system would have catalogued our presence long ago. We might be living in the final moments before a cosmic judgment is rendered. Every day that passes without contact might simply be the time it takes for an automated extermination system to reach our location, or for a galactic intelligence to decide that we've crossed some invisible threshold of technological development. Yet despite these terrifying possibilities, we continue to search the skies. We build bigger telescopes, send out more sensitive listening devices, and dream of the day when we'll finally answer the question of whether we're alone in the universe. Because ultimately, the alternative, living in ignorance of our cosmic context, is even more terrifying than the truth might be. The most advanced civilization that scares scientists isn't just a theoretical construct. It's a mirror that reflects our own potential future and our current vulnerability. It forces us to confront the possibility that intelligence and technology, rather than being humanity's salvation, might be the very things that doom us. As you look up at the stars tonight, remember that you might not be looking into an empty void. You might be looking into the eyes of something so advanced, so powerful, and so alien that your entire existence hangs in the balance of its decision. And somewhere in that vast darkness, the most advanced civilization in the universe might be looking back, deciding whether humanity deserves to see another dawn. The universe is vast, ancient, and full of possibilities we can barely imagine. Some of those possibilities are wonderful beyond our wildest dreams. Others are nightmares that would make our darkest science fiction seem optimistic by comparison. The only certainty is that we're about to find out which one we're living in. What do you think? Are we alone in the universe, or are we being watched by cosmic intelligences beyond our comprehension? Should humanity continue reaching out to the stars, or should we go dark and hope to remain unnoticed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending explorations of our universe's deepest mysteries. The truth is out there. The question is, are we ready for it?